Before we start today's video, I'd like to direct you guys to the description. There, you will find the cost and upkeep of the base, along with an invite to join my Discord. You can then ask me various questions and help to improve the overall base design. Alright, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in there. We're going to start off with a little base tour before we begin. Entering through our compound gate, we have room for furnaces out here, turrets covering them, and we have our main entrance into the base. Entering through here, we have drop boxes all throughout these empty squares, and access to one of our 3 bunkers. Each one looks like this. The furnaces make it easier to walk around, and we get 4 larges. You can squeeze 2 smalls in there if you want. However, I'm just leaving it like this for now. I have an auto turret above them covering, and going through here, and show you that it's mirrored on every side. I have a different deployable here on every side, just to give us more utility. Alright. Let's go up our ladder hatches onto our inner peaks. This one we have inner peaks. It's mostly the same, a bed and a locker, and a triangle like so, with our inner peaks like this. They're not the best, but they get the job done and allow for a bedroom up top. So obviously they're a little different on each one because of the entrance being different. This is where our tier 3 is. It's a nice little crafting area. This is like where I usually would be living. I usually just have my tier 3 here, and then down here I have my storage for what else I need for my craft. So I usually have comps through here, nothing crazy. I like to put all my good stuff in the bunkers. This is where TC is, all the way at the bottom. We have a window protecting it, and we just have furnace jump ups, but you can make these whatever you want. Going up to the next level at the shooting floor. So we have 3 bedrooms like so, as this is meant for a trio. So we have 3 bedrooms, one each side, and each one has a doorway going out. So we have 2 kinds of outer peaks, mind you. We have these peaks that they're decent for straight down. Overall, I do like them, but what I like more are these pixel gap peaks. These are a little underrated, and they're caused by me doing some multi-TC stuff. This here is on the main TC, while this stuff is on the outer TC. So it gives us this really nice little gap that is kind of hard for raiders to shoot you through. And you also got like a gap like this. It makes some really nice gaps, is what I'm trying to say. So, and then as well, we have another one of these peaks. These siren lights allow you to walk over like so. So if you want to rotate, and if you can't like stand here, I guess, it gives you rotation. Also, siren lights are used to walk across like this. It's all mirrored on every side, so it's all the same. Going up to the roof here, we just have a 2 garage door exit, and we have 3 auto turrets covering the top. Put a windmill on top of these triangles, but for now, I'm just going to leave that to you. We also have these roof peaks that go outside. So from the outside, we have these peaks, which are nice if people are close to your walls. So if they're breaching here, I've gotten some nice peaks right onto their location, and I can block myself off from a potential raid base in that direction. So I can see them, the raid base can't see me, and I like those angles. Alright, that about does it for the entire tour. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Alright, let's get into the build. We're going to start off this build by making everything that goes off the main TC. So the main TC extends out a good bit, so make sure to do all this first before adding the externals, otherwise replacing some of the foundations gets a little wonky and we don't want to do that. At this point, it's time to add the externals. What you're going to want to do is go 8 squares out, place a triangle, come back with half moons, and do what I do here to finalize the outer foundations. Make sure to place this double door frame here as it connects everything together, making it so it actually upkeeps the base. We're going to do the interior of the bunker here. Make sure to place everything as I do here, as it's very important. To open the bunker, all you do is place a twig roof ramp here. Obviously, don't make the stone or ever upgrade this. You're going to want to be able to break these at any moment. This will be one of 3 entrances inside the base, so it'll be mirrored on all sides. I'm going to speed through the placement of the other 2 externals and a little bit of the upgrading and expanding of the base, as it's very self-explanatory. It's basically just bringing it up a floor, so hopefully you guys understand this well. At this point, it's time to upgrade the main core. Obviously, we basically paid no attention to it, and obviously you should have expanded it a little bit by now. So we're going to do it all right now and get the inner peaks done right after. Now that we've finished making our inner peaks, it's time to start making the shooting floor bedrooms and the shooting floor. So we'll start on that by capping everything off. At this point, we're going to go outside and add stability to everywhere where it needs it for the shooting floor. Make sure to do this out of sheet metal, as you don't want this to fall in case of a raid. You really want this to be a sturdy part of your base. By using siren lights over these gaps, we're able to walk across them really easily. At this point in the build, we're going to be putting a compound down. Usually, as a larger group, you usually can get the compound down in the first hour or two. However, as a trio, it takes a little longer, so I'm saving it until now. So, follow what I do here to make a really cheap compound. After finishing the compound, we're going to come back up to the roof and place all the roof tiles. Do it as here and add the stability that is necessary. At this point, we need to upgrade the bunkers to their final form, so making everything high qual that needs to be high qual. At this point, all we have left to do is beef up the externals. So from what we have here, we're going to add a little bit of honeycombing around the back. We're going to make this about a 12 rocket external, because 2 rockets is really not good for a bunker base. So we're going to upgrade what needs to be upgraded and basically just make it all work. You're going to want to do this to all 3 of the externals, not just one, obviously. So you could obviously expand these or do them differently. This is just how I'm going to do it because I find it easiest. Just doing a few garage doors, round little circle here. We are done. Alright, this is about it for the base build. Make sure to do this to all 3 externals as you want to beef them up, otherwise it's just not going to be as equal of raid cost. You want to really keep these externals. Even just sheet mowing them is good, but I really do suggest making them like how I have it here, or do it another way if you want to do freehands or something like that. I suggest you could do this too. However, we're just going to stick with a basic version where you could, if you really wanted to, just chuck extra loot as well if you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed the build, and I'll see you guys in the next one.